Blake, a much better evening commute tonight than it was for the morning commute this morning. But we have to keep in mind, those roads are still icy, even if it looks like they're scraped.
Yeah, still icy, and it's still frigid outside, Juliet. So obviously salt's not going to be effective on those roadways. Those road crews are just going to do their best to scrape as close to the pavement they can. But of course, yeah, this morning was a pretty rough commute across West Michigan, some of which overachieved in the way of snowfall. Much of the area starting to calm down now, but there is lingering lake effect snow. 13 weather ball is blinking green. No change we're seeing in these frigid temperatures. And yes, we do carry on additional snow, primarily closer to our lakeshore counties tonight through tomorrow. 13 weather ball brought to you by LaFontaine Ford of Grand Rapids. These are just some of the snowfall reports that have came in. This samplings across much of Kent County. Obviously, one of the spots that overachieved in the way of snow this morning, on the order of a fair swath of 6 to 8 inches across parts of western Kent County into Ottawa and Allegan County. By far overachieved our forecast, no way around it. And a big reasoning behind that was throughout the overnight hours into this morning, we had a localized convergence of the wind, and that just squeezed out as much snow as possible in our atmosphere. And that's why we had several bands in this area that were exceeding an inch per hour in the way of the snowfall rate through the nighttime hours into this morning. And that led to some treacherous travel this morning, again, in that specific area. And we're now contending with pure lake effect snow. The Clipper system that came through overnight into this morning is now peeled off to our east. The lake effect off a northwesterly wind will mostly target places such as southern Muskegon County into Ottawa, Allegan, and Van Buren County. But notice over the last few frames, starting to notice the lake effect condense back towards the lakeshore, and that will be the general theme the rest of this evening. So for Grand Rapids, much of this evening into tonight will be quiet, maybe a few passing snow showers at times, but generally more dry time than any amount of lake effect snow. At Grand Haven, however, yeah, quite a different look with the lake effect snow still ongoing, and that's going to be an area that continues the lake effect in some capacity through tonight. Hour by hour forecast showcasing that lake effect up and down the lake shore. It may taper off a touch tomorrow morning, but do sense that there will be more in the way of lake effect snow across West Michigan what this particular model is trying to show. This is daybreak tomorrow. Do sense there will be some lake effect snow bands off a westerly wind that develops tomorrow morning from Holland down the Allegan proper to the Hastings area. Could see some localized snow there. We'll get a bit of a lull tomorrow midday before another wave of energy comes through tomorrow night, and that will blossom the lake effect primarily westward of US 131 tomorrow evening into tomorrow night, and will likely hold on to some lake effect near the lake shore itself throughout our Thursday. At least through the end of tomorrow, definitely think there'll be a pocket of 2 to 4 more inches of snow localized in southern Ottawa County into Allegan County and also Van Buren County. Could be some pockets of 2 to 4 inches up in Oceana and Mason County as well. Again, this goes all the way through the end of tomorrow. Away from those typical snow belts, the amounts really taper off. We have no clipper system to reinforce the snow, at least through tomorrow. This is all just pure lake effect. The wind will diminish tonight, which is good news. That will limit the blowing and drifting snow aspect of this forecast, but we'll see the wind pick back up. Some gusts in the 20 to 30 mile per hour range tomorrow. Daytime highs, yeah, it was another frigid day. Temperatures only in the middle teens, a good 15 degrees below average, and there's really no improvement over the next several days. Temperatures tonight will fall into the single digits. Tomorrow, we're back into the middle teens, and with the continuation of the wind in some regard, wind chill values will remain below zero. Of course, lake effect carries on through Thursday. Do sense we're going to get a quiet day on Friday, but it will be quite cold as we wake up Friday morning with skies clearing out and another shot of Arctic air. We will see temperatures Thursday night and a Friday morning drop well below zero. Away from the lakeshore, could be as low as 10 below zero. That's the actual air temperature Thursday night and a Friday morning. Temperatures tonight falling into the single digits away from the lakeshore, right around 10 at the lakeshore itself. Again, the lake effect will continue primarily towards the lakeshore. 13 on your side, 7-day forecast. The lake effect continues through Thursday. Get a little bit of a break Friday into the weekend, Juliet. But again, no true warm-up still in sight. We'll try to rebound back into the lower 20s by the end of the weekend into next week.
Let's hope so. Thank you, Blake.